Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. Today's video is a little bit different. So since I have moved out, I've actually been keeping the weekly shopping receipts, and I wanted to see, because obviously like now we have to budget, we have to make sure that we're not overspending, etc, etc. So I've been keeping track, and I wanted to see if we had been keeping to our budget, etc. So this is our first month of weekly food shop bills. So all of these were from Morrisons. I do want to say that we do shop around a little bit because there's a couple of products that we do buy that are cheaper in other places. But we also want to eventually do another month in, say, I don't know, Aldi, and then another month in another shop, in B&M maybe. Well, you can't get freezer stuff in B&M, but we do want to do that. So because I think Morrisons, I guess it just depends. But we do want to eventually shop around and stuff, but we kind of, since it's our first month, we just wanted to just settle in. And obviously because it's Christmas time, Morrisons does the spend a certain amount and then you get money back. So, so I've written all of this down. Now, the first thing that I want to say is our weekly budget for food shopping is about £100. So if we stay under that, we are happy. There is only the two of us and Cinder. So we do have Cinder to get some stuff for as well. But it's just the two of us, two adults. So yes. So I will say as well, this month we have still kind of bought the odd thing that's not gonna buy again, because I think we bought oven trays and stuff like that. So the first week we did spend £127.45, and that was for a total of 58 items. But I can confirm one of them was an oven tray. We did get small bags for life. We got a scrubbing brush thing for the sink with a handle and a refill. So the not weekly items totaled £14.95. So we did spend £112.50 that week. Over budget there. We honestly, that one, I think we went shopping hungry. So I think that we have that to blame. But it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. So, yeah. Week 2 was a better week, though. We spent £84.38, 32 items. Really, really good. What were the non-weeklies? Oh, yeah, we had to buy some extra forks and knives. Because we only had 4 of each on rotation. We were we have to get some more, so we just got some cheaper ones. My partner did buy some protein powder. That's expensive. It was £16 for the tub, but obviously that is not going to be bought weekly. You only need a small scoop, a couple scoops every time. So, so I've taken that off of this weekly one because it's not going to be weekly. So that was £26 for the total of the week for the non-weekly things, which brings it down to £58.38. So that was really, really good that week. So obviously that kind of balances out the more expensive week prior. Week 3, we spent £85.73. We got some freezer bags. Oh yeah, we got a lunchbox. We got a water bottle as well. And kitchen roll as well, so that's not weekly. But the not weekly items only came to about £10. So in total, it was £79.04. Again, really, really good, making up for the first week. Week 4, the second week we bought 32 items. Week 3, we bought 48 items. So week 4, we are looking at £69.09 on 31 items. The not weekly was toilet roll. I want to say we got the 18 roll pack before we moved in. So that was a lot, and it was a month. So yeah, it's once a month that we buy toilet roll. We bought toothpaste as well. I don't think that's not a weekly thing, because you don't go through a lot of toothpaste. Ow. So the not weekly was £10.50, which brings our total down to £58.59. Now, of course, you could go down to the nitty gritty of like, okay, well, how often will you need bin liners? How often will you need toothpaste and stuff like that? I didn't really do that because I don't really know how long things typically last right now. So I haven't really done anything else with like the not weekly totals. I just kind of wanted to see what was the not weekly items that we were buying. So all of those not weekly items we bought like once this month. So maybe you could say that those were once a month type things. But obviously I'm still going to do a grand total of everything anyway. So the grand total was £366.65. So even though we had a really expensive first week, overall it was under our budget of £400 a month for our grocery shopping, which is food and other things that's for the house. So even with like the household items that we won't be buying again, like baking trays and forks and knives, it was still really good. It was still under budget. So I'm really, really happy with that. So we probably will carry on with Morrisons for the month of December, just because they're doing the Christmas stuff and then you get free money if you buy certain things. When we do that, we don't buy things for the sake of buying them for the points though. We only buy what we need, and if we don't get it, we don't get it. Like, we don't waste things. We don't want to overbuy. We don't want to crowd our cupboards and stuff like that. So we only pick the things that we're actually going to be using. Or when we bought the toilet roll, we did go for the Morrison's own toilet roll because that one was a part of the point system. So maybe something like that where we're okay changing things up. But like, we've had a few times where it's like, oh yeah, if you buy coffee, you'll get free points, but neither of us drink coffee, so it's like pointless, Or if it's like, that's a good example of shopping around. Mugshots, they're like £1 in Morrison's, but they're 50p in B&M. So if they're not on offer in Morrison's, we go to B&M to buy them, because I can get 2 for the price of 1. Like, just because they're in Morrison's and we get extra points, it's still cheaper if we just go to B&M. So stuff like that we do shop around in. Another example was barbecue sauce, actually. I was looking for barbecue sauce in Morrison's. They only had Heinz. It was £4 for the bottle. I was like, I'm not doing that. B&M had HP sauce for like £1.50, I think. Yeah, we'll have that one. And it's still good. So it's like little things like that. I do eventually want to shop around a bit more. I want to see what's the best offers and stuff. But sometimes it can get a little bit overwhelming, especially if you do that on like one day, because typically our shopping day is Fridays. So it gets a bit overwhelming if we're like going to like 3 shops. But yeah. We do go to Aldi. We do go to Aldi for Cinder's cat litter, because that's like the only cat litter that she likes, and thankfully it's pretty cheap stuff. Because like Morrison's has cat litter, but it's pretty expensive. So we go to Aldi for her cat litter specifically. So we go to B&M for like mugshots. Oh, and noodles. My partner really likes the noodles out of there. And stuff like that. So we are kind of shopping around already, but we are doing the bulk of our shopping at Morrison's, which might be bad. We haven't tried Sainsbury's yet. We know they do Nectar points though, so it could be an option. But definitely for the month of December, we'll carry on with Morrison's, because that's where we're doing the bulk of it anyway. And then maybe we'll reevaluate in January and be like, okay, do we want to like try and do a shop in a different shop and then compare the prices? Because I'm going to keep these receipts, and then if we do that, I can like check and be like, right, okay, which is the cheaper one. But I'm still really happy with staying under budget anyway. Food shop is one of the biggest bills that you're going to have, and I'm really happy that we were able to stay under budget. So far, everything's been good, which is really, really nice. I don't know, what do you think? So this is our first month living together away from our parents and grandparents. We chose Morrisons first. It's just 2 people, and we've got the whole month under £400. I think that's pretty good for 2 people, but obviously I could be very wrong. There we go. But as always, I want to thank you for watching this video. As always, I hope you have enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.